strong.
Let go of fear, you're holding the fire smoldering, it's starting all over again. I got a feeling that I ought to know it, burning inside. I got a feeling that I ought to know it, yeah. Every time I grip the wheel, I begin to feel I know what I'm in for.
Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin, we welcome you in tonight on a Saturday evening to the 4-mile Road America. Tonight, race number 6 of the VOR IndyCar Series, of course, presented by Race First, as we race at the largest road course in all of North America, and especially here on iRacing. We welcome you in tonight to the 4-mile Road America. This is the second visit this season for the series. As you know, they ran a preseason race actually earlier this season here, and tonight it's the actual thing at Road America. Welcome to the Grand Prix of Road America, presented by Naturally Wood Furniture. I am the captain, Chris Scaller. We welcome you into the 78-degree Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. It's a beautiful area up in the northern side of Wisconsin, home with some fantastic racing, and you're going to see more of that tonight here at this 4-mile monster. Track temp right now at 115. Should be setting up for a pretty good race when it is all over with here. Qualifying has just begun for these cars. They get a little bit of an extended qualifying session because the track is so big. They are going to get 4 laps to try to run their fastest lap of the session. So we will see definitely there what takes place here in the next few minutes. Of course, we've been off for a couple weeks, actually. As a matter of fact, we've had one race in the last 3 weeks. It's kind of a sandwich between a couple of weeks off. So let's kind of review what has taken place so far on the season. Here are your point standings after the Texas Motor Speedway race, which was 2 weeks ago. Isaac Morris with a 1-point lead now over Gavin Sanders. Alex Van de Sant, he is about 31 points back, so is Nicholas Ludik and Shane Coogan right there in the top 5 right now in points. Dakota DeMay, AJ Musselman, Cohen Evans, Matt Houston, Craig Forsythe. Those guys right now are your top 10 in the points as we get to 3 races to go in the season. And there are the last 4 races. My apologies. Keep thinking there's an 8-race season. It's actually 9. Road America tonight, and then 3 ovals to finish off the season. Pocono Raceway next week. Then we go to Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Actually, let me back up there a second. Pocono in 2 weeks, as we'll get another week off next week. Pocono, Indianapolis, Las Vegas. That'll finish off the schedule for this coming season, season 4 of this Velocity Online Racing IndyCar Series. Take a look at the race info for tonight. That is your track right there, 4-mile circuit. The top part, that is the straightaway, obviously down to turn 1. And for some reason, I'm still trying to figure this out, but they actually count the corners that have little bends in them also. So technically, there's this straightaway here to the far right where turn 1, 2, and 3 is. Turn 2 is literally a little bend. So is turn 4, turn 5. Obviously, that is a passing zone right there. Turn 6, also a passing zone. Turn 8's a passing zone. 9 and 10 obviously sets you up for the kink, and all the way down to Canada Corner, turn 12. That is another huge passing zone right there, and probably a good spot right there. You could use the push to pass to make an attempt to get by someone maybe you're trying to pass on that lap. Turn 13 leads you back to turn 14, which also could set up if you get a good turn 13 up as another passing section. So plenty of places to pass. But the last time we were here, season 2, Julian Altena went to victory lane, and yours truly actually finished 8th in that race, which was a fun one that night. But 45 laps tonight on this 4-mile, 14-corner road course. You see the track record down there. Dario Franchitti, when he raced for Team Cool Green, a 139.6. So I don't think we're going anywhere near that lap, but that one there back in the day was a pretty fast lap. So, all right, let's go down to check out what is going on right now in qualifying in a pretty interesting pole sitter right now. It is this guy, Tim Matzke, who has run a 44.34 on his lap so far. So a pretty fast one for a driver who I believe is making his debut tonight in this Velocity Online IndyCar series. At least it's a name I have not recognized yet. And but that doesn't mean he's been here, because I've only been broadcasting now for a season and a couple of races. I can get my buttons to cooperate with me. I'll let you hear some audio. There we go. Doing a pretty good job so far. Once everybody gets a lap in, I'll put the tower up, as I've learned that the tower gets mixed up until everybody runs a lap right now. So Julian Altena just goes to P3. You'll see down there at the bottom of the screen, when a driver moves to the pole, they're obviously you'll see purple on their times. You don't see really any of that right now. Most of these guys either green or yellow as they complete a lap right now. As Julian goes down into turn number 3 right there, down the straightaway here, and this little bend will be turn 4, down to the left-hander at turn 5. Anthony Concha out on track right now, as I mentioned. Matzke, Benjamin Combs, also on track, waiting on Oscar Fredrickson to take a lap. All but, looks like 7, make that 8 of the drivers have taken a lap so far. Let's go down to the guy that was fastest in practice right here, Gavin Sanders. And this could be a guy to watch, as he's actually pacing himself right here. I'm not sure if that's part of the strategy, but Gavin Sanders actually won the race here during the off-season, the preseason race, though it doesn't count. So Gavin's trying to get that first career win still at the Road America here, or on the season. I think he's just pacing himself, trying to maybe get the tires warmed up a little bit so that he can make a run for it here. Well, let's go to somebody right now who is on a hot lap. Let's look at Isaac Morris. Here's Isaac in the camouflage VOR number 1, of course, the champion of the series. Looks like he is potentially warming up for his lap as he goes through the turn 6 area. Going to come up on the almost wide open turn 7. He's actually just getting his car up to temperature here. So let's see. Oscar Fredrickson, how about him? Turn 14 here, and he'll climb the hill. This corner right here, very tricky. So climb the hill and cross the start-finish line here to begin his qualifying lap. Let's actually ride with him as he tries this lap around this 4-mile course. Late break down to turn 1, third gear corner as he goes down under the Briggs and Stratton. And apparently that's turn 2 for some reason. Down to turn 3. First gear corner up to second, climbing up to third, probably on push to pass rate, or actually not allowed to have push to pass in qualifying. I keep forgetting that, Scala. Good job. Very long straightaway and downhill to turn 5. Good corner, do not want to put the wheels off. It will not count your qualifying lap. Turn 6. And he kind of gets a little wide there. Pretty much wide open right there. Again, I want to thank all the viewers for watching tonight so far, as we're just getting started here on a doubleheader evening. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before, we'd love for you to be a part of this. And each and every night you can broadcast this here on Captain TV. Uh-oh, Oscar's on purple right now. Let's jump to Oscar. We're actually on board with Oscar. Wow, I'm out of my mind right now, guys. My head's right with Oscar. Oh, wait, I'm with Oscar. Looking pretty solid down to turn 14. Well, it's green again. Keep purple second, third, and fourth sector. And across the stripe to the pole, 144.28 for Oscar Fredrickson. And he might not be done. That was only his first lap, so he's got to keep it going now. Here's Isaac. Isaac just passed Canada corner into turn 13 and 14. Isaac is in the green right now. Up the hill, turn 4, to the start-finish line. Isaac goes purple at the last second. And I'm not sure if that was just a warm-up lap or what, but he ran a 150, so I think he's just getting up to speed. Oh, and he got the grass there. That might have hurt him. I didn't realize that he was kind of pacing himself there on that lap and then really started picking it up. Let's see. Once a couple people cross the line here, we'll see Isaac's time pop up here at the bottom right now, waiting on Musselman and Concha and these guys to cross. And you should see Isaac in. There he is. Look at that. Purple 1, purple 2. And he's getting ever so close to putting it off. Purple sector 3. As it just continues. Oh, that was so close to going off right there. He is using every part of the track. Gavin Sanders jumps to P3. .44 flat for Isaac Morris. Just incredible what Isaac is able to do here as he tries to win that Circle B pole award. Let's see who else is still out there on track trying to go faster. Let's check back to Oscar. Isaac threw the ball in his corner. Let's see if Oscar can pounce back. Matthew Telder says hi. Hello, Matt. Oscar purple sector 3. Through the king. And did qualifying just end? I believe it did, actually. Wow, he did not make it back in time to complete that lap. So Isaac Morris will win the pole for the Road America race. And we'll take a look here at the starting lineup here momentarily. Just working on one quick edit. And they will do a complete lap around the track. So that's going to play a role in pit strategy right off the bat. And I'll explain that why here in just a second. All right, so our Circle B Diecast Pole Award, which, by the way, in case you didn't see it earlier, the truck race at Circuit of the Americas, which, of course, spoiler alert here, was won by Todd Gilliland. The pole sitter in that race was Tyler Ankrum, and the irony to that, he was sponsored by, yep, you got it, Circle B Diecast. If you type in the code Foxworth Autosport right now, you can get a $20 or a free shipping order, I should say, on orders over $20 at CircleBDiecast.com to get NASCAR and IndyCar diecast. They will ship to continental U.S. and Canada. Again, use the code word Foxworth Autosport to get free shipping on orders over $20 from CircleBDiecast.com. But again, congratulations to Isaac on getting that, as they will roll off here as we take a look at the starting lineup for the race. That's not the starting lineup, Scala. I'm on a roll tonight. Isaac Morris will start on the pole alongside Oscar Fredrickson. Tim Matzke making his debut, I believe, tonight, starting along the exhibition winner from earlier this season, Gavin Sanders. Matt Houston, he'll start inside of Alex Van de Sant on row number 3, as we got a couple cars starting on pit road. Julian Alton and Dakota DeMay will start there in row number 4. Robert Sadler making his season debut tonight alongside Ohio's James Watson. Cohen Evans is going to make his start tonight. The Homestead winner will start next to Nicholas Sudik in row number 6. Row 7, Christian Jasper, Thomas Geisler. Row number 8, Austin Saar will start next to Lewis Woodall. Let's take a look at row number 9, Michael Schoenert and Shane Coogan. Row 10, Joe Harrelman, Thai Richter. Gary Godso, Christian Alagio there in row number 11. Row 12, AJ Musselman, Benjamin Combs. Row 13, Jose Miguel Phillips Viguera and Anthony Concha will start in the 26th and final position. Looks like, from what I'm counting here, 6 cars did not take the grid, and I believe we're going to start on pit road for this race. Now, why I mentioned the long caution lap here is going to play a role. Tonight's race is 45 laps, and you can go roughly 14 or so on a tank of fuel. If you break down 14 3 times, you get 42, so you're 3 laps short at that point. Running this lap right here is going to cut that down even more, so you're looking at a 3-stop strategy to get back to the finish of this race. And oh, by the way, the tire rule tonight, there isn't one. You can run whatever set of tires you want throughout the night, so more than likely you will not see the primary tires be used at all, unless you're just more comfortable on them and want to make a long run. Up through the turn 6 section of the track. As they're about halfway through this pace lap, again 45 laps here in this race. But congratulations to Isaac Morris, the winner of the Circle B Pole Award, brought to you by CircleBDiecast.com. Again, use that Foxword Autosport code to get free shipping on any order over $20. Through the carousels to head down towards the kink here, and you know these guys are ready to go. They've run 2 races in 4 weeks, and then they get another week off next week. So you're looking at 3 races in a 6-week period. And of course, you do not want to enter a week off on a bad note. So these guys are going to put the pressure on tonight and try to do everything they can to ensure that they have a great race. Now, we do have some differing tire strategies. I said you'll see mostly alternate red tires. Well, the front 5 are on those alternate tires, but if you look from Alex Van de Sant back, you see the primes. So a lot of people, a lot more than I initial thought, are going to be on the prime tires here to start this race. So they've given some room to the pace car here. And I think that's going to open up the start here and give everybody some room. Something that's been widely discussed in a few IndyCar series you've seen on Captain TV recently. But here we go. Pace car is in after a week off. It's race number 6 of the Velocity Online Racing Series presented by Raceverse, as Isaac Morris going to lead them to the green flag. It only makes turn 1 here. So far, so good. And then we just got to watch the cars that leave pit road. And already some cars on push to pass as they go down the straightaway here to turn number 5. Oh, one car popping out back there. That's Gavin Sanders trying to pop out on his teammate. Maybe more of a defensive move as Matt Houston to the outside. Strong move there by Houston, not able to make the pass, and we got trouble. Big wreck over turn 5. That's Joel Harmon. He's got heavy damage. Michael Schoonert's involved. Let's see who else has damage. Looks like maybe Robert Sadler involved. Shane Coogan. Coogan with no front wing at all. Guy Richter's got a torn up front end. The left front tire, that might be too much damage. We're done, unfortunately for him. We'll get a replay here in just a second. Robert Sadler's on pit road, so unfortunately his season debut is going to have a rough start. Isaac already with a 1-second lead as he'll bring him up the hill to complete lap number 1 in this Naturally Wood Furniture Grand Prix of Road America. All right, let's go back and see what happens here in turn 1. Down the straightaway they go. Oh, Richter, actually it's happening up in front. Oh, wow, just come in hot there. Who's that yellow car right there spun around? Is that Schoonert is who that is. So let's go back and try this again. And let's go with Schoonert this time, and let's see if we can find it with the help of our Track Cams 4 Gourmets. Drone camera. Oh, he just breaks loose there. Downshift to the 6. Oh, and he gets clobbered by Richter and a couple other. Austin Sarr comes to a stop in the middle of the track. Might have been the most genius idea yet. That whole bunch. Wow, what a move. An unfortunate situation there. Let's, one more time here. Just downshifts way too quick, and it just spins around on him. And that rumble strip didn't help him. Austin Sarr does a great job locking it down. There's Richter piling in. And then some others. There's the 20 involved of Harleman. The 34 comes to a stop. And the 29 is Shane Coogan with some heavy damage on that wreck. But we continue on. Now, Benjamin Combs, Anthony Concha, Jose Viguera did not start this race in the end. And I see Gary Godso up to 19th, so he has gotten on track. Looks like he is already some 2 laps down, though, right now in that 3. So I'm not sure if something happened to him at the start of this race. As we go back here, we've got a couple of fights on the track here. We got one for the 4th position right now, and then another one up here for the 6th position. The Texas winner there, Alex Van de Sant. under attack right now from Dakota DeMay and also Cohen Evans. Watch the push to passes very closely tonight, see how much they get used. I've seen a lot of drivers in previous races on road courses just wear through them very, very quickly, and I think that's not the smartest thing to do. And you hear Isaac kind of getting out of the gas early, a little bit of a Scott Dixon strategy maybe here from the 17. It's saving fuel. So Isaac already out to about a 2-second lead right now. And Gavin Sanders got about a half second on Tim Matzke, and then you got Oscar Fredrickson, who's about a half second or so back. Cohen with a good run to the inside here of his teammate. I say teammates, I don't think they're actually teammates anymore. I know in other series that Alex has moved on to race there, so I'm not sure if he's still, I'm assuming he's still part of the LMC team. And issues for Geisler and Christian Jasper over here in turn 14. As that brings Geisler actually to pit road. Or, I'm sorry, Jasper to pit road. Let's see what transpires here. Oh, Jasper into the grass and Geisler just nowhere to go. He got on the brakes maybe too hard or something there, but something transpired. Once again, tough situation there for Geisler, just nowhere to go. You see Dakota holding off Cohen right now, about a half second or so. And then Alex Van de Sant right there behind Cohen now, as these guys continue to race for it. Go up here to second place right now. As you see Gavin Sanders and Tim Matzke there in that green 75 car. It'll be very interesting to see how these drivers break up this strategy. Tire fall off's going to be real. And the question will be, how will some of these drivers preserve their tires so that they can make it and even try to do this on a 2 or 3 stopper? Cohen Evans to the inside of Dakota. That is the 7th position. Up the hill to turn 6. And he'll take that position away. Oh, thank you for the update, Robert Sadler. You'll see it here in the message. I get the messages quicker on my phone. Let me see if I can go back and find that. Apparently it was net coded by Cohen. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Robert, man. It's good to see you on the track, though, bud. Let's see if I can go back and find that real quick. There's where you jump to the pit. So let's... Ouch, there's the broken left front. Are you officially done, or is it a... Oh, that's some big net code. There's the wreck behind you there, the big wreck. Up the hill to turn 6, Cohen. Yeah, that's, I'd say it's a little bit in that code. so much netcode that you got hit in your rear and it broke your left front. That makes a lot of sense. All right, where's our geography, people? Somebody explain this one. He gets hit in the left rear and the left front snaps. All of a sudden, the left front goes boing. Unfortunate deal for Sadler. Once again, man, good to see you out here on the track tonight. I know you've had a busy mid-season here, so hang out, grab yourself a beverage, and love for you to watch us, bud. Oh, Isaac digging up some dirt over there off of turn 7 and 8. Again, you heard me make mention of oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I was going to say the cameras tonight you're seeing, again, produced by It's Van from the Track Cams 4 Gourmet guys. I should say guy, he's one person, but you could check them out, trackcams22.com. If you're a fan of the road course package like you're seeing right here, you can get that package and use them whenever you're racing. You can look over race incidents and highlights and stuff like that, and get the closest thing you will see for real-life cameras on iRacing by going to trackcams22.com, and this will get you the closest thing to like you're watching the IndyCar on IndyCar series on NBCSN, watching real life. This battle for second seems like it's getting closer and closer. Matsky's on push to pass. I can get the right camera to work here, my buttons. There he goes. Sanders protecting that inside line, going to turn 5, and Matsky to the outside. Tight move. Matsky gets a little loose right there, but everything is okay. Through turn 6, back on board. We got a little helmet cam here. Oh, easy. Much better corners for Sanders right there as they come up to Canada corner here. On push to pass up to turn 1. He is not this time around, so did lose about a tenth of a second or so that lap as he tried to get up to the back bumper of Gavin Sanders. Not sure if he just got some dirty air and it kind of slowed him down or whatnot, but in the end there lost about a tenth or so. Check in on the series sponsor here, RaceVerse. Of course, they're the sponsor of the Velocity Online IndyCar Series. Matt Houston here. I have a feeling this will be one of 2 races you see Matt in this evening. Just putting it out there. Doing a good job here in this 5th position. Usually runs pretty well here for the most part at this track. Very patient here through the carousel. The window should be opening here. It's pretty much open for those wanting to do a 3-stop strategy. You could go ahead and pit right now. And you know that you'll pit 2 more times to get to the finish. For those trying to get to a 2-stopper, you got to find a way to get to lap 15. Now, speeds right now have fallen off about a second to almost 2 seconds off of the qualifying pace. For most of these guys, fastest lap last time by was Isaac at a 46.91. Of course, he ran a 45 flat in qualifying. So you can see Matt's best lap is about a second faster than his last lap. So that just shows you, one, how much fuel they might be saving, but two, the tire fall off of these alternate reds. So we'll see if those guys on the prime tires are doing a much better job of saving. We'll see how fast they are in potentially the long run. Here's Julian Altena. Julian running in the 6th position, a winner back in season 2. Julian's had an up and down season so far. Has been involved in a lot of accidents on the ovals, but also has had some great finishing, including a huge win just a few weeks ago in a tremendous battle. And that was at the Phoenix Raceway. I was trying to remember the track. Phoenix Raceway. I had to look it up real quick. I knew it was a 1 mile short track, or small oval, as they like to say in IndyCar terms. So Julian here in the 6th position. He's got about 5.5 seconds right now over Dakota DeMay and Cohen Evans. Again, this battle just continues to pick up right here. There is Tim Matzke doing everything he can right now to get past Gavin Sanders for the 2nd position. And we have our first pit stop. Lewis Woodall in on pit road right now, lap number 10. So here's the first of the 3 stoppers. There's Lewis. Yeah, promised he was there. So Lewis trying a different strategy here. Maybe going to pit every 10 laps, 10, 20, 30, and then go to the finish. We'll have to see. There he goes. Car up on the jack. 4 tires, fuel. And is sitting there. Oh, he might have some damage. That's why he might have come to pit road. Nicholas Sudik now on pit road in the 87. And Lewis just sitting there. That's never good. Tires and fuel for the 87, and he now sits there. So, yeah, there must be damage on those two. Now he finally leaves. So, might have been something wrong with those cars or something. Had a little bit of damage maybe, and that's why they came to pit road at that moment. Looking through my timing and scoring and my replay stuff here, I don't see anything happen in any of those cars. Lewis went off track about 6 laps ago. Oh, look at that block by the 10, and now here comes the car out of pit road. Matzke's going to make the pass, and Sanders had to give it up. So, and he goes wide. Sanders back to 2nd. Oh, and now there goes Woodall taking it wide. Now, in fairness, I said a block by Sanders. He's actually doing it legally here. He's making the move before Matzke does. As long as he does it before Matzke, it's legal. Because that's more of a protecting the line, where blocking is reacting to the car behind you trying to make a move. Carousel section of the track here. Matzke again falling back in this area. So it looks like Tim might be faster in the high speed corners there. Turn 1, turn 2, 3, 4, and 5 section of the track. Where you see Gavin pull away is here in the section of the track here, especially through Canada corner here, through the kink. And Julian went off for a second. Not sure if the wheels off or not. Isaac Morris to pit road, going to bring Matsky with him on number 10. And that just tells me these guys are committed to a three-stop strategy here, I think. Also Matt Houston on pit road. One thing I don't like about the Road America pit road is you will not have a good view here of Isaac's pit stop with the way it's all set up here, unfortunately. But Isaac's gone 9.1. Matt Houston, sorry, not Matt Houston, Matsky 9.2 right there with him. Houston in 8.3 as these guys roll out. And they're still going to come out right in the top 10, right above Austin Starr in the 9th position for him. So now that's going to put the pressure on Gavin Sanders and Oscar Fredrickson and Julian Alton, all teammates. What do they do? As Gavin goes around the lap car. Gavin on push to pass right there in the Canada corner here, so he's trying to get as much good out of these tires as possible here. As the pace is slowed down about 2 seconds right now, so if anything, Isaac's trying to get the tires up to temp, and Gavin's trying to hit a certain number, and he's going to go ahead and say, I'm coming in. So Gavin Sanders, pit road lap 12. Oscar Fredrickson to pit road. And Julian Alton is going to stay out. Issues for Christian Jasper over in Canada corner, it looks like. He has gone around but is able to continue. Cohen Evans on pit road, the LMC guy, driver. Four tires and fuel, and Sanders out 9.6. And there, right there was Isaac Morrison. There goes the undercut by Tim Matsky. So he gets in front of Gavin Sanders here with that pit stop. So Cohen, Austin Starr, and Thomas Geisler all on pit road. So the only leaders not to pit so far, Julian Alton, Dakota DeMay, and Alex Van de Sande so far. So hopefully you're enjoying the broadcast so far. And again, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We'd love for you to be a part of it. Gary Godso on pit road. We'd love for you to be a part of every broadcast we're on every night. Everybody, for the most part, committing to what it looks to be a three-stopper. As Cohen makes a pass on James Watson to move to 9th right now. So Watson in that yellow and green and pink and number 39. As Julian and Dakota come to pit road, leaving Alex Van de Sande out. So if they can get one more lap out of these cars, the two-stopper is in play for some of these cars like Alex Van de Sande. Remember I said earlier was saving fuel? Here's your chance, Alex, as that moves Isaac to second. Purple lap for Tim Matsky, 1:45.38. So I'm seeing the one guy that could try the two-stop strategy right here. Now, as he goes wide right there through turn 5, Julian and Dakota could try it, but they're going to have to run one stint of 16 or 17 laps or do 2 16s, which is going to be tough. Let's listen to his braking. Oh yeah, he's definitely coasting into each corner, and that's exactly how you save fuel. Matzke and Morris both on push to pass. Tim's already down to 4 right now. Tim Matzke and looks like Cohen Evans down to 4. Matt Houston at 5. Push to passes already in this race. And there goes Isaac across the line again. Isaac, I did it again. Alex. I don't know what the deal is with these two guys. I keep getting them mixed up. It happens in every league I broadcast for if they're in. And back here, Tim Matzke has gone around Isaac Morse. Now this is definitely a fuel move right here. I'm thinking Isaac's probably going to save some fuel here. As once again, Matzke is on push to pass, down to 3. Now for those who don't know what push to pass is, basically it's a boost in horsepower for up to 20 seconds. And once you either release the gas at a certain point or brake to slow the car down, it instantly shuts off the push to pass, and that attempt is gone on. So you got to wait for certain straightaways. Like you don't want to use it here because you only get for about 5 seconds on this straightaway. Tim with 0.3 of a second, now down to 2. Isaac Morse is getting a run down the straightaway here to Canada the corner. Matzke's going to protect a little bit, leaves the inside open. Isaac dives it in there. And Matzke holds on. And as Alex comes to pit road, here's Van de Sant coming in. Going to make a move here. Matzke with a protect to the inside, perfectly legal. Making Isaac go to the outside. Oh, they're getting close, and Isaac slides the tires. It goes off in turn 1. I'll have to take a look at that, make sure that Tim didn't push him off the track. There wasn't contact or anything. Let's go back. Tim kind of pushes him a little wide there, trying to get your apex into the corner there, nothing bad, but then Isaac locks up the front. I wonder if Tim's move prevented Isaac from entering the corner to get his apex, and it caused Isaac to lock the car up. I don't think it's either any driver did anything wrong. Let's listen to Isaac's throttle here. The right front lock up. I think that's potentially what exactly happened is Tim, when he came wide to enter turn 1, it kind of messed up the rhythm of Isaac in entering the corner. And by the time he started to, it was too late. He had passed his entrance, and it pushed him wide. So interesting development there. And Isaac has fallen some 3 seconds off the lead now. And I think the worst thing this series wanted to see right now is an angry Isaac. As here's a battle back here for the 6th position now as Cohen Evans under attack from Julian Altena. Julian trying to get a run right here, not able to do so far. So unfortunately, Carnes out of the race so far. We see Robert Sadler, of course, on lap 1, unfortunately. Michael Schoonert, Joe Harleman off the track, Ty Richter. And the cars that did not start the race tonight, Benjamin Combs, Anthony Concha, and Jose Miguel Phillips Figuera not starting the race tonight. So we actually had 23 cars start the race, and we are down to 19 right now in the running. This Grand Prix of Road America, of course, presented by Naturally Wood Furniture. Appreciate them sponsoring the series. As Gary Godso lets those two go by. I think Godso is going for a Friday or a Saturday night drive through Elkhart Lake. Julian maybe popping out, thought about it, decided not to. As the battle for the lead is going to shape up here. Remember, just a little bit ago, these two battled for second, and now it's a battle for the lead with Tim Matzke and Gavin Sanders. And Cohen Evans with issues. Cohen Evans off in turn 5. Let's see if there's any damage on that 37. I don't see anything. What happened? The Homestead winner driving it down to turn 5 here. Julian's to his inside, and contact between the two. And Cohen locks it down. That might be reviewed a little bit. This might be one of those things. You see Cohen's holding his line. Did Julian kind of fade up into him here? I think that's exactly what happened. I think Julian tried to get as wide as he could and made contact with Cohen. I'm sure that could be looked at when it's over with. Now Cohen, unfortunately, is going to lose 2 spots because of it. And who knows what kind of damage is on the left side of that car now. As the leaders come up on the back of Lewis Woodall. And look at the dirty air kind of affecting Matzke. Gavin Sanders is going to get a run down the straightaway or into the kink. overall got on the brake early. Gavin had to adjust really quickly. Matsky goes wide. That was not the easiest pass of a lap car. AJ Musselman on pit road, so is Lewis Woodall. This is the start of the pit stop window for those three stoppers here at lap number 20. Julian off the track at turn 14. These drivers having issues now here in this middle part of the race. Let's see what happens, turn 14. Oh, Julian loses the back end. I've done that one a few times here, especially in that corner. Turn 14 will do that to you. Sequence of events here in the last few minutes, as we're only 3 laps away from halfway. Gavin all over the gearbox of Matsky here. And there goes Gavin to the inside. Next thing going to be the outside going into Canada corner. Cross him over? Nope. Not able to there. Tight. Gavin's next chance will be up the hill in turn 1 here. He lost the nose a little bit there. Here he comes. He's not on push to pass. He's just got the draft. See how tough it is when you're directly behind somebody to make a pass like that, how you lose the nose. Gavin falls back just a little bit here and there. Now that car behind the both of these guys, that's Isaac. He's got it down to about a second and a half. Carousel. I don't think Gavin's close enough like he was a second ago. This is fantastic right here. Why a lot of people love Road America. I mean, this is a favorite course. It's quickly becoming one of my favorite courses to watch a race at, of any car. The open wheels, the GT cars, NASCAR. Gavin not quite close enough here. So the question, when will we see the rest of these guys who are trying to two-stop this come to pit road? I would expect, if they pitted around lap 12, to be lap 24, which would leave 21 to go, so about 2 or 3 laps. As let's, matter of fact, pull up the pit strategy board here. There's the pit stop lap, and when everybody came in, you'll notice the difference down there in Alex Van de Sant. Lap number 15, he came in. might be close enough here. Nope, he gets out of it. And he might be actually saving a little bit of fuel right now. Isaac has cut this thing down to about a second. Hope everybody's enjoying the broadcast so far tonight. This has been a lot of fun to watch. For those wondering, everybody else pretty much spread out. We do have a couple of little battles starting to shape up here with Julian Altida as he's catching up to the back bumper of Alex Van de Sande, who again is trying to make this on a two-stopper. And back here near the last car in the lead lap, you got Sadiq, who's trying to catch Thomas Geisler up there in that 16 car. Otherwise, that's very kind of you, Unsolved. I appreciate that. As the fight for the lead, here comes Gavin to the inside, going into Canada corner, going to be tight here. Gavin's got him. No, he doesn't have him. Up the hill to 13. Got to be careful here. And Gavin clears him, and here comes Isaac. And now they're going to, well, I thought they were all coming to pit road. How about Isaac and Gavin to pit road, and Matsky leads? I was starting to say Unsolved. I appreciate that. Alan is somebody I've definitely emulated my craft after, I guess, if emulating is a good word to use. Modeled, I guess, is a better word of using there. Obviously, Alan, I think, is one of the best of all time, and I'm looking forward to seeing him in SRX here in a few weeks. I look at Mike Joy, I look at Ken Squire, I look at Paul Page, I look at, a mixture of a bunch of them. As here goes Gavin and Isaac off pit road as they continue on. Got to be careful here, moving back into traffic. But I try to blend a lot of my stuff together out of that as I've grown up wanting to be a professional broadcaster. Here's my next step in life right here. So appreciate the compliment. So Matsky trying to go as hard as he can here to try to keep the lead and protect the undercut from getting him. So when this is all said and done, this will hand the lead. Bob Jenkins, another one too, and gosh, I hope he's doing well. As Matsky comes to pit road right now, so Alex Van de Sande's going to take the lead, and we got to watch him closely. He is the one that is going to go probably another 7 laps or so to get to the final round of pit stops. Now, for those curious, you're hearing that little sounder. That is the pit road sounder that iRacing brought into the sim a couple of builds ago. It's more used for road racing across the pond. That kind of tells people, hey, there's somebody on pit road. And 9.75 for Matsky on that one. As Isaac goes by, so Isaac jumps Tim, and so does Gavin. So once again, 1 lap of difference in pits is the biggest difference between running in the lead and running third. That sounder, though, it's more to tell people, hey, there's somebody coming on pit road in case people are walking across over. As you know, like in F1, they have their race control centers in the middle of the, between pit road and the racetrack. Oh, Tim, that's a little wide. But most races in America, you don't have that issue. So I guess I'm a little baffled why they have that sounder at Road America. Just throwing it out there. So here's Alex Van de Sande as he tries to hold off Julian Altena. This is a fight for the lead. And again, as I mentioned, Alex can go likely another 6 laps. Now, the one thing that Julian could be doing right here is trying to push Alex gas mileage-wise because of his teammate Gavin Sanders. If Julian puts the pressure on Alex and makes him burn more fuel, he won't be able to make it, which could put the fight to Gavin Sanders for the win in this race. As Julian to the inside for the lead, he's got it. Now look right behind him, there's Gavin Sanders. So I don't know even if the two-stop strategy were to be tried here, if it would work. We'll have to see. Because here comes Gavin to the inside right now for second. Oh, issues for Oscar Fredrickson. Off the track. Oh, and that's a destroyed car of Lewis Woodall. This is over in turn 1. What has happened here? Oscar Fredrickson, who was having a great run, yeah, his car's broke. Now, Oscar had passed Cohen Evans for 8. As Cohen, I believe, was on pit road at that moment. Let's see what happens here. I might be a lap too soon. I am a lap too soon, so let's jump ahead a lap. Sorry. And, oh, no. Oh! You know, Oscar had an issue back at Homestead with a screen issue. What happened there? I have no clue what has transpired here as Julian Altena is on pit road. You know what? I have a feeling that Oscar's screen went black. The way that car just stopped. My guess, because at Homestead this happened on lap 1, but Oscar, I'm just trying to put myself in Oscar's brain here, which we all think different, but just from what it looks like, let's listen here. Okay, so just going off of that right there, it looks like maybe Oscar's screen went black and he just jumped on the brakes to stop the car because he knew he was still on the road. And he was trying to figure out where the road was still, even though he really couldn't see anything. Something like that had to have happened for that contact to happen. But that a very weird and unfortunate situation for both Lewis and for Oscar. As you see Cohen getting by Dakota to Med 4 position. Man, that sucks for the both of them as we are past halfway, oh, by the way. 19 laps to go. Gavin Sanders in the lead, just like the preseason race earlier this season, when Gavin went to victory lane in this race. Gavin Gavin has done a great job this season. He's had multiple top 3 finishes. This has not gotten over the hump as Matsky to the inside of Van de Sande. I appreciate everybody watching us tonight on Captain TV. If this is your first time watching, please hit the subscribe button. We'd love to work our way towards 500 as we hit the 400 mark last week. Subscribes. We broadcast each and every night of the week. Yep, it's me that broadcasts each and every night. You might think, do you have a life? Yes, I do. I actually work a full-time job. But I'm here tonight. This is what I like to do for fun. And it's what I like to do when it comes to what I tried to go to school for and have a career in and stuff. As Alex goes wide and wrecks it over in turn 6. Into the wall. And he might not have got the wall that hard. But either way, that is going to destroy the 2-stop strategy right there. So Van de Sande making a unforced error. I love when my highlights move up the board and I click on the wrong one all of a sudden. He just goes wide right there, gets the grass, and the thing just spins around on him. He just kind of noses it, almost a net code into the wall. Yeah, that sound when I first heard it, I'm like, what in the blankety blank is this? And they told me it was like the weekend of the Lamar race, 24-hour race. And I'm like, I got to hear this thing all night? You can ask Gary Gotza, who broadcasts with me on Tuesday nights for the TI League. It's like every time I hear it, I'm like, oh, blank. Here's this thing again. I'm just not used to it. And I'm more of an oval guy. As Matt Houston goes by Alex, but I'm more of a stock car oval guy. I'm not used to that sound. But, I've learned, IndyCars and stuff and enjoy watching this racing and being a part of the broadcast. And I've sort of gotten used to that sound now. But coming up after this race tonight, we'll have the Sunset Arctic Games USRC Grand National race from Atlanta Motor Speedway. Yep, a doubleheader tonight. We'll be on the air for that in about an hour. We'll wrap up this race, have a little break. I'll go say goodnight to my daughter, who's laying down in the other room, and come back and pull that race and have some fun. Gavin with about a half second on Isaac Morris and put pressure all over him. Gavin keeping his veins ice cold right now and holding off the champion from last season. He's trying to go back to back. Car's off over there to the right. That's Sudik actually. Nicholas Sudik has gone off. Nick in the 12th position in that Taco Bell car. He's had a ton of great runs this season. Unfortunately, tonight at Road America has not been one of his better ones. As for the leader comes Isaac. Not sure if Gavin made a mistake, but Isaac with a big run up to turn 6 and takes the lead. And you see Matsky right back there about a second and a half, almost 2 seconds back. like Isaac maybe took it a little bit wide there, almost made a mistake. Gavin is all over that gearbox. Laps to go. Should see Alex Van coming to pit road. And that's exactly it. Alex coming to pit road here, lap 30. So he'll go the rest of the way on fuel here. Unfortunately, it will not be a race winning strategy, but one that could steal him a couple of positions from where he was running in this race. Matsky and him going by the lap car of Gary Godso there in turn 5. Last time by, Tim Matsky was the fastest car. As he ran a 46.36, he's about a second and a half quicker than the leaders. So he is slowly just got the fishing pole out and is winding in her in. Very impressive debut for this gentleman here. Out of Germany, it appears. See the German flag over there next to his name. As one car off the track, that is the Dave Watson car, the 39. It's not like we've never seen good open-wheel drivers from Germany, have we? See if Gavin pops out here on Isaac. He does not into turn 1. Now these guys will have to make one more pit stop in this race to get to the finish. The question will be when. Now again, next Saturday, we will be off the whole entire Saturday night. USRC will be off, VOR will be off. As we pay tribute to those on Memorial Day. I was planning on doing a big memorial and a cancer awareness marathon next week. Unfortunately, due to some work conflicts and things like that came up this week and different things, I've had to cancel it for now. We will do it sometime here and there down the road, but I am still trying to work on a little to make up for it a little bit next week. I can't guarantee anything, but right now I can't promise that I'm even off of work or not right now, so it's been kind of tough. So, and a little disappointing, to be honest. And I hate it because I know a lot of people right now have family members that have been fighting that deadly disease and stuff, and have lost family members, and I want to do something for them. Planned on it next week, but unfortunately it's not going to come together immediately. So hate that, but it is what it is, unfortunately, and I'm going to keep my head up and keep doing whatever I can for that community of people. Look at that run by Tim into turn number 5 right here. Gavin still having trouble getting around Isaac. Now I'm just looking down the timing and score, and there really isn't any close battles. Most of the field is spread out. That's why you're seeing me focus on the leaders during this run, because this is a fight right here. I'm not one that likes to always focus on the lead. I like to find battles everywhere on the track, and this is by far the best fight on this track. we look from our drone cam, thanks to TrackCams22.com and the Team Cams 4 Gourmet. You can purchase this camera package from their website, TrackCams22.com. Got an oval package that you'll see coming up in a few minutes. We got the road course package you're watching right now. There's the fan experience, of course, camera that is not part of on this track, and then the virtual reality camera set where you can watch it with VR. You can go check all those out at TrackCams22.com. And here comes Isaac, and here comes Gavin to pit road. I think Tim should have maybe came with him, but Tim's on push to pass up the straightaway now. This is the final pit stops, 12 to go. Tires and fuel. And both of them are away. Gavin with about a 1/10 of a second better pit stop. Not going to make much of a difference here. They have clean track into turn one as Julian Altena comes up behind him in 5th. So only Matt Houston was able to jump him right now. That just shows you what kind of lead these guys had. So if you look over at the track map, the 78 right now is going into the carousel. And here comes Morris and Sanders down to turn 5. So if everything goes the way it was going so far, you're going to see Matsky come the pit road right here. Gets the best run he can off 14. Here he comes up the hill. He's got to get it to, was it 45 mile an hour right here. Now in real life IndyCar, when they come here to Road America, they actually have 2 speed limits. They have that first part up to where those tire barriers are. That is a 90 mile an hour speed limit. And then when they get to those tire barriers, it becomes a 45 mile an hour speed limit. But here on iRacing, it's all the way from the beginning. Matt Houston also on pit road right now. So Isaac is crossing the start-finish line right now. You're going to see the red car right about now on the screen. There he goes. And there goes second place. So Tim actually, this is going to work out for him as he's even closer to Gavin. Great stop for the 78. Let the fight begin. 11 laps of this. Running the Craig setup shop number 75. So I was trying to see what was on the side of that car. You know, not too many racers dare to run a green paint, as you see Batsky putting 2 off. And the one thing they say about race car drivers, a green car and the number 13 never goes well. Now the number 13 is Lewis Woodall, who's 19th right now, but here's that 75 painted in green. Oh, an interesting development coming up here. As you see, I just noticed it up ahead. That is a VOR car up ahead. Is that Gary? If so, he'll get out of the way. Yep, that's exactly so. Not a big deal there. Gary, a very clean person, a clean driver, and somebody that's made me a lot smarter about IndyCar racing right there. That dude there knows his IndyCar racing and knows how to perform proper etiquette on the track. As issues for Julian Altena there for a second, looks like went off. He's okay though, the 31 car. 1:35. I noticed that Tim has fallen off a little bit to about 1.5 seconds. Not sure if he's had a little bit of issues maybe getting around the track or maybe trying to save those tires a little bit to let these two wear them out. Nobody using push to pass right now for the top three. Gavin Sanders has the most push to pass right now with 4. Mansky with 2. Morris with 1. And a shout out to this guy, Matt Houston, has kept it on the pavement the whole entire time. He is roughly 25 seconds back from the lead. But Matt Houston right now in the 4th position. He's going to have a great run for that race first team. With Isaac. Oh, Gavin's getting close here. Is he going to pop out? Turn 5? Does not. Is this a fuel saving measure? Yeah, I think Tim might be saving tires. He's falling back to 2.5 seconds. If he's going to make a move, I think it's going to be in the next lap or two. He's going to start working his way back up here. He's about 2.1 back right now. You'll see him at the edge of the carousel, maybe on camera right behind the ticker on the screen. There he is coming out of the carousel right now. If you're watching tonight's coverage of the Naturally Wood Furniture Grand Prix of Road America, we appreciate you joining us here on Captain TV. We are your home of the Velocity Online Racing IndyCar Series. You can watch every Saturday night. Now next week, with Memorial Day, we will be off, but we'll be back in the following week. And the annual trip to Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Actually, let me back up. I'm a week ahead of myself. 2 weeks ahead of myself. We'll be at Pocono for the next race, and then Indianapolis at week 8. So we'll take the week off and then start the month of June at Pocono Raceway in the mountains. And we'll finish off Pocono, Indianapolis, Las Vegas. 3 straight oval races to finish season number 4 of this Velocity Online Racing season. Evans on, oh, I thought he was on pit road. Never mind, he might have leaked out or something. So when is Gavin going to try to make a move if he does? Now the other thing I wonder could be happening here, could Gavin be purposely drafting the 1 car to get away from the 78? I can't rule that out. Which would make it a one-on-one battle. Time by, they're about 1/10 quicker than Tim. So Tim about 2.6 back from the lead. this has calmed down for a quick second. Let's go back here to 8th place. Dakota DeMay has done a fantastic job. He's the last car in the lead lap. He's about a minute and a half back. But Dakota DeMay doing a great job this evening in this Echo Blade number 82. And I want to do something really quickly here for Dakota. Just let me get up to it. Right here, Sunset Arctic Games, of course, they're the sponsor of the Grand National Series for USRC that you're going to see coming up next. They also sponsored the Texas race 2 weeks ago. But you can actually vote in a weekly competition, the Game Development World Championship. Dakota is a video game creator. He created Voltic Pistol, and now he's got Echo Blade coming in the very near future. You can go to the GDWC, that's Game Development World Championship.com, and you can actually vote for Echo Blade to continue on in the tournament to potentially win him an award for Echo Blade. So that is the GDWC.com. Good luck to Dakota in that. I'll probably be voting myself here in a couple minutes as soon as we're done with this race. So shout out to Dakota right now in the 8th position. As Gavin's still about 2 tenths back. Austin Sar doing a nice job in the 9th position. Haven't said his name all night. Nicholas Sudik, this will come back for him after spinning out earlier. Running in the top 10 right now in that 87. But I do not want to miss this battle for the lead as it continues on, as Gavin just continues to pound that gearbox. Trying to get Isaac to make a little mistake, but Isaac, he definitely knows how to drive an IndyCar, put it like that, especially on an iRacing sim. Now, Tim Matzke is starting to knock it down. He gained 2 tenths of a second last time by. As you see, it's down to 2.5. Ride and look at the helmet here of Tim. There, can to the corner. Pretty much wide open through that corner. That's pretty impressive. Turn 13 and turn 14 up the hill. Not quite close enough to get a draft. He's about 8 tenths of a second from a draft. Look at Gavin. 5 laps to go. Impressive. These guys have been able to do this for nearly, what, about 15 laps straight now. They've been running nose to tail like this, 15 to 20 laps straight. Through 13 and 14. There will be 16 miles, 4 laps left. We'll really see how much Gavin was holding back. Next question you wonder, does Gavin prefer to be in second, maybe coming across to take the white flag lap and maybe make the pass on the final lap on Isaac? Shout out to the racers tonight for a fun race so far. Still got 4 laps to make it even better. All the viewers watching tonight's been a lot of fun to watch. We still got plenty of more racing to come here in just a little while. Shout out to Unsolved too, by the way. Appreciate you joining us tonight. And hopefully we'll see you in the future. 3 laps to go. Gavin's still in the back bumper. Now, I noticed I do know they're both VOR team members. Now, I have to check, and I've been trying to look a little bit here for a second to see if these two are actual teammates, or if it's a kind of like a separate teammate type of thing here. Because we have the Velocity Online Racing team, which is the VOR team, but then there's also the 5150 Performance, which is, I believe, the other part of this VOR team. That's why I really have kind of held back from saying the word teammates, these two, but at the same time, their way up through Canada corner, 13-14. We will have 2 laps to go, and yeah, Tim Matzke's down to 1.5 seconds, by the way, so this race is not over. There's a reason why I've been sitting right here on the top 3 the whole time. I had a feeling Matzke was saving, and now Gavin Sanders is on push to pass. He's going to make his move to the inside, up the front straightaway, 2 to go. And he clears them. Now Isaac only has 1 push to pass. Tim's down to 2. Sanders back on it again. Matzke down to 1.3. He's within the draft now. Now it's just a matter of not messing up the next 20 corners or so. We could be looking at a first-time winner in Velocity Online's IndyCar Series. Matzke's got it down to 7/10. And you can tell he's going hard. He's digging a dirt up back there. Gavin, don't push the pass again. said that road racing on iRacing is boring? As they come up the hill, final lap. 4 miles to go at Road America. Who's going to win it? Sanders protected. Mansky still 8/10 back. Both of them on. All 3 of them on push to pass. Isaac looking at turn 5. He gets the lead. Still got one more spot to pass at here. Gavin tries to make the move. Isaac protects. And that brings Matsky in. Oh, Matsky got a little loose. Through the carousel. This will set up the final passing point, I believe. He could try turn 14 if he gets there. They're out of push to passes. Turn 13, turn 14. An unbelievable swap for the lead. And Isaac Morris is going to hold off Sanders and Matsky to score to win at Road America. The champ back in victory lane. Who said road racing's boring on iRacing? Just because there's no cautions. Come on. What a finish. I'm trying to go back here. He's going to light it up right here. There he goes. Wondering, did Isaac run out of fuel or something here? Let's go back and watch this move for the lead. I mean, clean pass. And Gavin tries to cross him over. Unfortunately, Gavin's going to have to wait another week to go to victory lane for the first time. As Isaac steals the win and goes to victory lane. In a fantastic finish. And I'm just checking the notes myself here. And if I got that correctly, this is Isaac's 6th career victory. And one of the funner road races I've seen in a very long time. And here's the race to the finish right here. Take a look at the final results. Of this naturally wood furniture Grand Prix at Road America. Isaac wins it by 0.2 of a second. Seemed a lot closer than that. Over Gavin Sanders, Tim Matzke was third. Matt Houston fourth. Alex Van de Sant comes back to finish fifth on that two-stop strategy, so not a bad move on his end. Cohen Evans, or Julian Alton is sixth. Cohen Evans seventh. Dakota DeMay finishes 8th, Austin Sarr 9th, Nicholas Sudik 10th. Thomas Geisler 11th, Shane Coogan 12th, Christian Jasper 13th, AJ Musselman 14th, Gary Godso 15th, Oscar Fredrickson 16th, Christian Alagio 17th, James Watson 18th. Looking at 19th, let me drag this out a little bit further. That goes to Lewis Woodall, 20th, Michael Schoonert, 21st, Robert Sadler, 22nd, Joe Harleman, 23rd, Ty Richter, 24th, Benjamin Combs. These guys all did not take the green flag. Viguera and Concha in those positions there. But what a awesome, just wild finish. There's all of a sudden a photo of Isaac pops up at the bottom of my screen. All right, let's get Isaac down here and talk to him after a very wild race here at Road America. I'm catching my breath right now, Isaac. I'm sure you're doing the same. You're the one out there doing the work. I'm just yelling. But what a wild race it was. Talk about those last couple of laps. I'm not sure how much you and Gavin were working with each other. I know you're quasi-teammates, so to say. Yeah, what a race and what a finish.
Yeah, it was a really long race tonight. Yeah, me and Gavin were trying to work together all throughout the race because of you know, the fuel mileage was a really difficult one to figure out, and you know, me and Gavin were trying to do like a similar strategy, so we could try and like outrace everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, towards the end, I made a change on my anti-roll bar settings and brake bias and everything mid-race. So I did. It was like 1 or 2 laps, like towards the end, where I was like adjusting, and then you know, Gavin was there just chilling in my slipstream, and then next thing, you know, he goes for a move, and yeah. I waited out for a little bit and I just sent one back on him on the final lap, and it stuck. So yeah, really happy with the result, and yeah, it was just some amazing racing tonight, and it was amazing to drive against Tim as well. He's well known in the GT3 scene. So yeah, to be racing against like professionals in other classes of cars is fun and interesting. Leads to good races.
Yeah, it seemed like Tim might be laying back a little bit there, saving those tires. He pitted about a stop later, or a lap later, I'm sorry. And yeah, just a little too late for him. But you don't see this too much in road racing on iRacing, because with no cautions, it gets spread out. What was it tonight that kept you three together? Was it the fact that you guys were about the same speed? Was it the fact that the draft played a role? Was it the way the setup worked out? I mean, this was amazing to see 3 cars all within a second, pretty much the whole entire race. I shouldn't say a second, about 4 seconds, the whole entire race.
I mean, like Tim's a very talented driver, like all together, and me and Gavin, we practice together, so we basically like do all the same stuff. So like, our strategy was just to go all out. Like we actually sat down last night and did like the math and figured out how much of a gap there would be between me and Gavin and then the guys that were planning to do just the 2-stop. So we were trying to just go all out, like balls to the wall, just full send for 45 laps to see where that would put us. And I think we got comfortable around about halfway through the third stint, sorry, where we passed Alex after our pit stop. So then we knew that we were safe, and we knew Matt was on a similar strategy to us. So yeah, but all in all, like the draft, the talent pool of Gavin and Tim, everything else, like I think that's what kept us so close. It was just more of a case of who could look after their tires the best and who could safely push the passes as well.
How tough is it with Gavin being your teammate and you guys working together? Is it when you know that he is right there point standings wise with you? Because obviously somebody that you're racing with him, but at the same time you're like, all right, I need to take care of myself here and get the biggest point lead possible. How hard is it to actually sit there and work with somebody like Gavin in that situation?
I mean, it is quite difficult, like, when you're racing, right, you race for yourself, you don't race for anyone else, right?
Right.
Especially when it's in the championship, and then especially when you got to work with someone that's right there with you. It is difficult, but then you've got to like have a benefit of the doubt, like of a bigger picture, and so tonight now, if like the way that the order was, if it was a bit different and Gavin needed to finish first for team points, I would have let him by, because I know I have 3 more opportunities to possibly beat him. So like it's not the end of the world, like losing out on a couple of points now. It would be more of a case of like losing a couple of points in 2 or 3 races time. That could like come down to the wire sort of thing. But yeah, no, me and Gavin work well together. He said that we weren't going to fight until the end, so I was expecting him to pull a move on me. But all in all, there's a huge amount of respect between me and Gavin, so we're not going to do anything stupid to ruin each other's nights, especially like on the last lap or something.
Well, great job tonight, man. Congratulations on the win, as 6th career win, I believe that is, total-wise. And you get to send shout-out whoever you'd like.
I'd like to give a shout-out to Gary Godso, team owner. Wouldn't be here without him. He gave me the opportunity to drive for his team 5150 Motorsport, so I'm really grateful for him giving me the opportunity to drive with his team. Also as well, just like to give a shout out to all the sponsors that are on the car. It's always nice to finish first and make the sponsors proud. So yeah, and also just a shout out to like the guys in the administration side of VOR. They're always doing a good job, and they're always improving and trying to listen to drivers, team owners, and everything to create a better driving experience for everyone.
Well, great job tonight, Isaac, and go celebrate a win, and we will talk very shortly.
Cheers, Chris.
Absolutely, you too, sir. Isaac Morris, a win here at Road America tonight. Let's get Gavin down here with us. As Gavin, obviously, Isaac talked a lot about the teamwork you guys had tonight, but I got to ask the obvious question: how much does it hurt after that pass by Isaac took away what could have been a replay of the off-season when you got that preseason win here?
Yeah, it was like a really strong teamwork race, and I figured that obviously when you have 2 teammates, words,
I know what you mean.
two teammates working together as well as we did, and who are as competitive as we were. It always gets intense to kind of who's going to get the jump and who's going to be in the right position, and which one's going to come out on top. And obviously, we try to avoid controversy, but just I think I have no regrets is the best way to put it. I think where I went to go, he looked from what at that point he did not look as strong as he did when he was passing me. So I think that was probably the right move at the time. And then just with the push to pass and how I drove and everything, no regrets. He is the defending champion, and he drives like it clearly. So
Right.
he just gets it done, and I had to drive my balls off even to get that close tonight. So I think it would have been sweet to have grabbed it that way, but there's more races. I'm getting better on the ovals, so maybe if we luck into one or have some pace at the last few races, I'll get that one that's hasn't come yet.
Well, it's an awesome way of looking at it, man. That's such a positive perspective, and so cool to hear. But I do have to ask, is there any piece of you that feels like you made the move too soon?
No, I think if I had gone then, obviously it's so hard to pass with the older tires and everything, and the way it was going. I would have at that point I felt like I still had the car under me and everything was going pretty well. So I just figured, you know what, I'm going to use whatever I can. I still have some car left, and at this point, if I wait to the last lap or whatever, he's just going to push to pass and make sure I don't get by, right? And he's gonna block and do all the right things he should. So I just think that was probably the right way to, especially with Tim coming up behind. I think that that move was the cleanest way to kind of minimize time loss for both of us. Obviously, the teammate thing kind of, you know how it works.
Right.
But,
It's tough.
Yeah, it is hard, and having dealt with that in my real racing, I'm getting better at dealing with it and kind of taking it. But yeah, as to your point, it definitely is a what could have been sort of night. So.
Well, it's still a positive night, and if there's any positives here, obviously teamwork, great job. The other one would be you minimized the loss of points because you finished right behind them. So, so there's the positive there too. So, go ahead and send shout outs whoever you like to, man. Well deserved.
Big shout out to Team VOR. Obviously, big shout out to Isaac for just being a great satellite teammate, and just really pushing me to be as good as I can be. Shout out to Fat Bastard Burrito, Braden Motorsport, Alpine Stars, Stilo. Thank you for putting on a great broadcast.
You made it fun tonight, that's for sure. I said it for those who think iRacing road races are boring because everybody gets spread out. There you go, 3 guys within a half second. So, great job out there tonight, man. Congratulations.
Thank you. We'll see you soon.
Absolutely, you too, buddy. Gavin Sanders there, finishing in the second position. I didn't see Tim come into Discord here. So, Tim, congratulations if you're watching on the stream, man, on your third place run, or if you hear this in the future. So, congrats on that, and great job, sir, and best of luck to you in the future, and hopefully we'll see you again. So, all right, with that said, we're going to shut it down and take about a 20-minute break or so, and we'll come back for the USRC Grand National Series. But we appreciate you watching Velocity Online Racing. Thanks to Julian. Thanks to Robert Sadler for allowing Captain TV to come into their living rooms and all your living rooms each and every Saturday night. Again, they're off next week, and the following week they'll start up Pocono Raceway in the month of June, and we'll finish up the last 3 races of the regular season coming up here in the month of June. It'll be Pocono, Indianapolis, Las Vegas. So that should be a lot of fun from there. But as I mentioned before, congratulations to Isaac Morris and to the 5150 team on the victory. And we wish you guys a great rest of your weekend. Thanks to iRacing for allowing us to broadcast on their platform. All the racers, all the viewers, as always, thank you. And, yeah, we move on from there. And as always, remember, this isn't just a game. It's iRacing. See ya!